Hi, everybody. Thank you guys for coming to the support group for that are adults that are struggling with addiction. So I just want to go around and introduce ourselves to each other. I'll start, as all of you know. I'm Sophia. I'm facilitating the group today. Yeah. All right. Who wants to go first?
I mean, I don't know why you want me to go first, but I'll do it, I guess. I'm Carter. I was forced to be here. Don't want to be here, but it's fine. Okay, bye.
Nice to meet you, Carter.
Um, I can go next. My name is Rachel. I'm here,
Thank you for
and
coming.
that's it.
Thank you for coming.
I'm Caitlin. I don't really want to be here either, but here we are.
Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming.
I'm Cameron, and I don't really want to be here either.
Awesome. That's good to know. Thank you guys all for coming. This is a very important meeting, help everybody discuss some feelings about addiction, and I think that would be really good to, yeah. So I'd like to kind of go around and have each of us provide a couple of facts about us, maybe a silly one and a more serious one. Just to kind of build some relationships within the group, and I think that'll be really important. I'll go first again. So my fun one is that I'm getting married in a couple days, and that's really exciting. And my serious one, on a serious note, I'm getting my master's degree right now in social work. Um, so that's what a lot of my facilitating of groups go are with right now, is just because I'm in a master level. And all right. Cameron, do you want to go next?
What do I have to say? Like, what? Like, can you say that again?
Yeah. Can you give me a silly fact about you and a more serious fact about you?
Uh, I don't know about any silly facts, but a serious fact is, um, I don't know. I don't know both, really.
All right.
So,
Okay. Well, thank you for trying for participating. Rachel?
Um, Silly is that I'm trying to go to school. Um, uh, Other one is that I don't think I need to be here. So,
Okay. Well, thank you for
Second that,
participating.
sister. Second that, sister. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate that you're part of the group. Carter, what are your two facts?
Well, I think this is stupid, first of all, but I was stung by a jellyfish, so that's kind of cool. Second, serious fact, I don't know. I've had surgery. That's where I got hooked on drugs, I guess. But I guess it's fine since I'm here. I don't know. Whatever. Stupid. Okay, bye.
Thank you for being part of the group. Really appreciate it. Caitlin?
Um, I just graduated with a bachelor's degree in elementary education and special education. And I guess a silly fact would be that I've fed a baby buffalo.
Very cool. That sounds sweet. Um, okay. So, how I would like to know how long each of you have been kind of struggling with your addiction and how what you're hoping to get out of this group, kind of.
Isn't that kind of personal? Doesn't that violate HIPAA?
It doesn't because we're all in this group kind of together. We're all trying to do a support group. You don't have to share anything you don't want to. But the more that everyone shares, the more that we'll be able to help everybody as much as possible.
Are
So,
you a cop?
no, I'm just a master level student.
That's what they all say.
So yeah, if we could all tell each other about our addictions, that would be awesome. Carter, do you want to go first?
I mean, I guess since I'm the best storyteller here, but well, it all started when I was 12 because I dislocated my kneecap and that really sucked. totally ruined my whole life. Thought I was going to be an Olympian, but that didn't happen because then I just kept dislocating my knee, had to have a bunch of surgeries, and realized I was allergic to hydrocodone. So they had to give me the good stuff, the Oxy, and then, just kind of went downhill from there. But I guess I'm here, I'm alive. Didn't OD, so that was good. Um, but yeah, so a little over 10 years now, but I'm alive. So I guess that's a win.
So being on Oxys, that must be really hard. And that was about 10 years ago, you said?
On and off, yeah. It's fine. It's great, but it's just they're harder to get nowadays.
Yeah. I'm glad that you're still here with us, and thank you for joining the group. I appreciate it. Caitlin, do you want to go next?
I don't really feel like I have an addiction. I don't know why I'm here.
Okay. Um, were you court mandated to be here, or is this like more of a voluntary thing?
Isn't that violating court violation orders things?
Yeah, I thought you said I didn't have to share if I didn't want to.
Okay. That's fair. I did say that. Maybe you'll feel better to share later. So, Rachel?
Um, I mean, I don't think I have a problem. I think I just got caught. Um, I've been on probation since December and I'm just ready to be done in 3 months, so I can get on with my life.
Okay. Well, I'm really glad you're here, and hopefully we can help you with this with the support of this group, you know?
We'll see.
I don't see much support going on, just a lot of informational prying, but that's just me.
Cameron.
I don't know. Like I started drugs like 3 years ago. I was on like probation for a little bit, but I'm like hoping to get off. Like they said, I'll get off like probation like a month earlier if I do this class. So that's the only reason I'm here. Like, I
Okay.
don't know.
Well, thank you for sharing. Are any of you clean and sober right now, or are you guys all trying to get to that point?
I mean, I haven't been able to find anything in the hospital, but I mean, does 10 days count?
Hey, 10 days is 10 days. It's a really good starting point.
Is it though? But is it though?
Anybody else? Okay. So do we want to, as a group, do we want to come up with some ground rules for so that way everyone can talk and everyone can feel like they are being heard and everything? I think we should do that. One of the ground rules that I'd really like to come up with is let's do no interrupting and making sure that nobody is make sure that everybody's feeling heard. I think those two are really good ones. Are there any other rules anyone would like to add to the group to make them feel safe?
How do we get out of prying questions?
So with support groups, there are a lot of questions that are a little more personal, but honestly, the better we are at answering them, just the better we are, the closer we are to recovery. So I think the more honest you are, the better. All right. Does anyone want to start by telling their story? And where they feel like they are in life? Awesome. So again, I just would like to ask everybody to share their stories. I know that we're all kind of on a court mandated group, and so just the more information we can talk to each other about, the better.
I mean, I'll go first. I know that I have to participate in order to get credit for my PO. So I was at a party and I just got caught. Like I said, I don't think I have a problem. Um, I don't know exactly what's happening. I don't know. I mean, I understand that I'm on probation, but like, I think this is slightly excessive. Um,
Rachel, when did you get put on probation?
December,
December. What'd you get put on probation for?
I'm doing coke.
Gotcha. And how long have you been sober? Or are you sober?
I mean, that depends on what.
What about right now? Any substances? Where are you at?
No, I'm not sober. Um, Other than like what I need to be for my drug tests, I smoke marijuana. So,
Okay. Carter, yes?
I didn't want to interrupt per the ground rule. Aren't those still prying questions, Miss Ma'am?
They are a little bit of a prying question, but the better, like I said, the more information we have about each other, the better that we can all relate and really get to know one another. So, Caitlin, you've been quiet. What are you struggling with? What are you here for?
All right, I guess I'll share. So I had a baby a few months ago, and her situation is extremely stressful. She's got heart disease, and so I've needed a little bit of help keeping calm and relaxed. And I've been caught, and now they want to take away my baby, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm here.
Okay. What did you get caught doing?
Um, don't you know if I'm taking it to calm down? You should know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So marijuana is my assumption, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Cameron?
Uh, I don't know. I was just on the street 3 years ago, and I got caught, and now I have to do this to get 1 month off. So yeah, I don't know.
What did you get caught doing? What put you on probation?
Um, well, I was just selling to like I was like doing morphine and selling, I guess, distributing.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you for joining. Like I said, thank you for joining. I think this will be a really beneficial group. Hopefully, we can get some support for everybody. I would like to add another rule to our rule board, if that's okay with everybody. I was wondering if we could all put our phones away and try and be as active participants as possible. And also if you guys have any, like, if you guys relate to anybody, please jump in and be like, yeah, I understand where you're at. Like, I was there, or I've been, like, anything like that. More the better. Yes.
Wouldn't that be interrupting, Miss Ma'am?
Not if you're
Wait,
related.
isn't that violating the first rule?
Not if you're relating.
how is that any different, you know?
Are you stupid or something? But that's just me.
Personally, I think that the more involved we can get as like a whole conversation, just the better it'll be. Mm. Yes, Carter. Do you have something respectful and nice to say?
Are you discriminating against me because you didn't ask me to share my story? But it's fine.
Actually, you were my next person. You were who I was going to right now. So, if you would please share your story.
After you wanted to introduce a new role? Question mark? It's fine. But you know what? I'll still share my story because like they said participation is mandatory. But where do I even begin? Like I was on track. I was such a good gymnast, you guys. I was so good. I was 12. I had dreams of going to the Olympics. I was running down the vault. Bam, knee injury. So then it's just like it was fine. But then it just kept happening. And then they prescribed me medicine. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should take the medicine when I'm practicing. So then that way, but then that helped numb the pain, and then then it just kind of came all the time. So it's just been like on and off. But I think this time it's gonna stick. I don't know. Don't ask me. We'll see. questions are hard.
Okay, Carter. How long have you been on probation?
Um, Good question. It's all a little fuzzy after last Saturday when I tried to OD, but it's fine. We're here and we're not dead. So that's fine. But yeah, don't really want to be here, but we're here. So that's something, right?
Well, I'm glad you're here. And that you're still alive after Saturday. It's really good to hear that you're alive and you're doing really well because you're on this group. Can anyone relate to Carter's story?
I mean, somewhat.
How? How do you relate to it?
I guess I can understand feeling like things were going well and then maybe possibly going down a bad road.
Okay. Yeah, valid. Um, thank you for sharing that you relate to her. Anybody else relate to Rachel or Carter or anything?
Yeah, I mean, with my problem, I was not expecting to have a baby with lots of complications, so I guess I was excited about that, and then everything just turned and flipped to the direction I didn't want it to go.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for participating or for participating. Yeah, participating. I really value your opinion, and I'm glad that you guys are all relating to one another. I think that's really good. How many of you have like felt like your problem is not a problem? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Uh, I don't think mine's like really a problem. I think I can like stop whenever. Like I just got caught once, so
I
If
get
you just
that.
got caught one time, how long were you doing it before you got caught?
uh 3 years,
3 years? Wow,
just about.
gotcha. Anybody else relate to Cameron?
I don't feel like I have a problem. Like I said, I feel like I just got caught. And maybe I went down a wrong road, but like I think I just got caught. Wrong place, wrong time.
Okay. Do you feel like you got caught because you have a problem or just because you were having fun?
I think I was just having fun, honestly. I think that's what most people do.
Okay.
Isn't that typically how it starts though? You just kind of feel good and you don't think you have a problem. Because like you kind of feel invincible, right? Like it's kind of great, right?
So that is how
No,
a lot of people start, right? They feel like whatever they're taking is just something to make them feel really good and yeah, just feel really good and stuff. And a lot of the time, the adrenaline in your body is just making you ride a high, and then you start to depend on it and it becomes a problem. Thank you, Carter. That was really good. Caitlin, you seem very checked out. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just looking at pictures.
Oh. Would it be okay if you turned off your phone for a little while, just till we were done talking? Just a few more minutes.
I guess for a little bit.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Do you have
Yeah.
anything to add to what we're talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what you're talking about.
Okay. We were talking about how you don't feel like you have a problem until it becomes a really big issue.
Yeah, I guess I could relate to that. I didn't feel like I really had a problem. I mean, I was just trying to help calm my nerves, but until they tried to tell me that I couldn't have my baby, then that was a problem. So I don't know why they made it a big deal.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I understand that, trying to take sometimes take your baby is a big deal for sure. Um, and being on like taking marijuana or being on pills or drinking or
so
anything like that really it starts to affect you. Starts to really hurt your brain cells and sometimes even just everything. So, yes, Cameron.
did you know responsibility is like one step closer to being sober? Like you can't blame your problems on something else, Caitlin. Like you know.
Yeah, I think that that's, really good. The responsibility is a really big one. So I just want to wrap this up by telling everybody thank you so much for coming and for participating. Also, thank you all so much for starting to open up and share your stories. The next time we meet will be next week. on Thursday at 6 o'clock. We'll meet for about an hour, meet for another half hour, 45 minutes. Hold on one second, Cameron. And when we meet, like, hopefully we'll have a little bit more of a rapport and a little more to talk about. Anyone have anything else to say? Yeah, Cam.
Do I have to?
Yeah, this next one will be a mandated one as well. So it's a 6-week program. This is just week 1.
All right.
Yeah.
What if we're not alive by that point?
Well, if we get to the point where you feel like you're gonna OD, I'm gonna send everybody out a mental health number for if you're feeling suicidal, anything like that. So I will definitely make sure to send that out tonight. And
We're
also
just trying to have a good time.
reach out to me. Reach out to me, reach out to people in this group. Really depend on your peer support. So alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna end our meeting and I will talk to you all next week, okay? Thank you all for participating.